From iRobot, from Dodgeball, from so many, many things, but also you know him from Firefly, Mr. Alan Tudyk! Next guy, of course you know him from Castle, of course you know him from Dr. Horrible, but you know him as Captain Mal Reynolds, Mr. Nathan!
Maybe we should wear name tags.
Yeah, we're supposed to stay plugged. Give me safe. It's for you.
There you go, buddy.
Hello.
I'd lend you mine, but mine works. Sure. On. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
First, I'd like to say, before we get started, Alan, welcome back to the United States.
Me. I thought there was some other guy.
No, you.
Named Alan. Thank you very much.
You've been
In Australia.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. No, you should go. Good time.
Very nice. Good plug for Australia. Let's go ahead and dive right into some questions, and let's start over here. Hi, how are you? Oh, another microphone that doesn't work. Do you want to give her yours? No. Oh, there we are.
Oh, there we go. Hello. My 7-year-old daughter, Piper, wanted me to say hello to King Candy and the Duke of Weaselton. Weaselton. So, that's from her. But for both of you, I was just wondering, there's so many aspects of Firefly that we as viewers found enjoyable about the series. What would you say for each of you was the most enjoyable part about being part of the series?
Alan, could you answer this question as King Candy?
Yes! Wow.
It might make it seem insincere, though. That might be it.
My favorite part of the show. Oh, whenever I got to drive the mule, it's a little thing that you're on it, and it goes 4 wheels, and it's so much fun because we take it out, on the studio lot.
The head of the transportation department was named Magoo.
That's right. Yeah.
Which was odd for you younger people. Mr. Magoo was a guy who was very nearsighted. Was it you or was it Magoo who rolled the mule?
Magoo.
Okay.
He said, "Let me show you. It's really good. I got some new brakes on the front now." Broke the brakes. Broke a bunch of stuff on it. He was fired. He got fired.
There was another time we were doing the bit before Shindig where we're in a city and Kaylee's looking at the dress in the window and they had these futuristic looking kind of golf cart-esque electric little cars, futurish looking cars, some neighborhood electric cars. And we would like grab them, let's go. And Alan got into one and he took off. And Gina and I got into another one and we go, let's go get him. And we're chasing him through these streets at Universal Lot and he'd whip around a corner and we're like, we got him! And we turn around the corner, the car was over here and Alan was flat out on the floor over here.
It's a good bit. You should try it sometime. Just go up on the curb into someone's lawn. That was usually what we did in high school. And then you just open the door and lay out on the grass.
So what did you like the most about being on Firefly? Was it riding the mule? That's kind of right up here on the surface. What did you like the most about Firefly?
I liked the character of Wash very much. He was very close to me. He was funny. He was a smart ass. I consider myself a smart ass, oftentimes. And I got to say Joss Whedon's words and dialogue, and I had a hot, sexy wife. I just liked the character. I loved that little spaceship. There was a big world. It was a big world, which I think is why it's so sad that it was canceled, because you could just see it going on and on and on and on and on. We could. You could. Fox, not so much. How about you, Nathan Fillion?
That was a lot of dreams come true for me. I had a list of things I wanted to do on TV. And I got to do them all in the first episode of Firefly. I had to come up with an entirely new list. I got to do that thing when I was watching Star Trek as a kid going, wow, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? That would be everything. If you could be the captain of a spaceship and everybody had to do what you said, and everybody thought you were cool, and you were cool, and you had a gun. Wouldn't that be cool? It was. It really was. And I've said this before, and it's kind of goofy. I don't like to get actor shishi foo-foo. I don't. But people say, what a great job you did. You did such a good job being that. I'm going to talk to you guys. Being the captain and all that kind of stuff. You did a really great job. I'm going to tell you something. I so often would be in a scene in Firefly going, wow, these guys are great. They really know their stuff. They really know what they're doing. And this is such a good TV show. I feel like the captain of a spaceship is what I feel like when they're all looking at me and talking to me like I'm the captain of a spaceship. I can feel it. I feel like, oh my God, I'm in the sky, sir. Oh my God, I'm in the sky. And then I'd say, why isn't anybody talking right now? How come everybody's quiet? It's my line.
It was weird when it continued offset. That whole, do what I say, I'm the captain. Thrusters at full, Alan. In your living room. Strange.
In your living room, sir.
If you ask a question, come on up. We have some shit to give you. This is a coffee cup that I used to use until today. It's chipped. I was going to throw it away, but I'm going to sign it. It's from Glenn Martin DDS. It's a cartoon I did. A claymation type thing. And the blue one is the one you're going to use.
And this is my card I give to people.
It's one of a kind. Chipped. I chipped it. Used.
This says, this is to certify you just met Nathan Fillion. How did you do? And then you can check off one of the following. It was great. He was impressed and now calls you friend. You called him captain and it was good. It was friendly. You connected. You were nervous and blushed the whole time. You interrupted his dinner to ask for a photo. There are charges pending.
Let's take your question.
Hi, Alan, with your past work on Spamalot and Broadway, and Nathan when you were in Dr. Horrible, would you guys ever consider doing more musical work?
But by the way, Broadway and Dr. Horrible, exactly the same. Totally the same, except maybe a web series might get a little more respect.
I would love to do more theater. I'd love to do a musical. I'm not a great singer. That does hold me back in the musical department. It's only if they write like the whole range of notes that you can sing. I'm sort of right in this one slim area. Spamalot, I was very fortunate that I replaced Hank Azaria, and so his range is maybe a little, it's just right in there, that same spot. So I was able to do that role in Spamalot. I think I could do it, depending on the role. M. Butterfly. No. How about you, Nathan? How about more Dr. Horrible?
I can do that because it's all recording in a soundstage, in a little room where they can use the sweeteners and the auto-tune and whatnot. But that whole thing about Broadway, that's a lot of pressure. If I was like Mr. and Mrs. Joe Blow from somewhere in I don't know where in America or another country, and I traveled to New York City and put up all the money for a a big expensive hotel room and to see a Broadway show, and then Nathan Fillion gets on stage and starts singing. I go, really? Is there a refund I can get on those tickets?
Okay, this is a bungee. This was when we did Halo 3 Cup. Totally used this. Totally.
On down. We actually have a question from the social media platform that we're using, Frankly Chat. And this is from Andrew, who wants to know who was the best/worst at memorizing lines.
Alan was the worst at memorizing Chinese. It did not matter what he had to say in Chinese, tamale would come out.
It's tamale. 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 Yes, I was terrible at that. I also wasn't very good at memorizing lines, the English ones. I remember when we did the one episode where we got tortured. I think it was called Torture. Or War Stories, one of those. You were bitching at me because you're like, did you learn your lines for this scene? And I had learned the essence of them. What's behind the lines? Which that's the real hard word. Not the actual this word or that word. So it did take a few extra takes to get my lines sometimes. You were good.
I don't remember you not being good at it.
I would take them. I would take my script pages on in the movie. The one that we did. How many takes did we do that first opening shot about the primary buffer panel? I burned out my brain somewhere in the middle, and I couldn't remember my line. And so I just had it taped right there. And if you'll see it in the movie, I refer to this screen to see that, oh yes, we have a problem. We have an issue, and it is, if we don't get the blow back through the, I don't know. It's all written right there, so when you watch it the next time, you can see my eyes are reading. Pretty sad.
And that's not uncommon, taping your lines places where you can see it. There is a scene in the end of Ariel where I'm working with an actor who will remain nameless, Adam. And it was a Friday, it was a long week, and it was late night, and he couldn't grab, so I just took his lines and I just taped them right here. And the camera's behind me looking at him, and all he has to do is read it off my face.
I would have loved to have stuck stuff on his face from time to time.
You did that great bit where when he gets knocked unconscious and he falls and you go, oh my gosh. And you put your foot on him.
Good times. Good times. We can't give her a cut because she's from social media.
Yeah, she's out there in the world somewhere.
I'll take it!
No, you won't. This is going to my little friend in the castle shirt up here, right here. That's right.
There you go.
What's your name again? That's right.
You want this? It's a Nerd HQ shirt. It has a bear and a unicorn.
That's nice.
Oh, both a bear. It's just that'll be a night shirt for you. Nice.
You'll grow into it, Tom.
Yes, sir. You have a question.
I was wondering what it was like to work with the cast of Community.
I'll take this one. I do, occasionally we do exteriors at the Paramount lot, where they have like a New York street that's right across the street from where I work. And they also have an audio recording place where I have to go there and sweeten some lines or add some lines or what have you. They have the facility right there. It's about a block away on their lot from where they film Community. And I would just go over and crash all the time. They've got great craft service over there. Or they had. I guess it's gone now, right? Still funny. I think at one point they just said, if we just put him in the show, maybe he'll just stop coming. Because we're running out of granola bars. Those are all very wonderful, very funny people. They do their jobs very, very well. It's a very interesting show because it's just a very slightly heightened reality, and then all of a sudden they'll have an episode that's an incredibly heightened reality. I love when they're anything paintball they do. The floor is lava. They did it. They were doing. I was there for the bit they were doing. Ken was doing his bit about same-sex celebrity crush, and I crashed right then. I was like, "Hey guys, it's me." They said, "Oh, hey, I'm going to say Nathan Fillion is my same-sex celebrity crush." So that's in the show. Nathan Fillion. That's what happened. Want to give him a card?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Good question, thank you.
And here's his shirt. Oh, here's his shirt. Right, it's got Nathan on it.
What?
Muscle Man and Brain Boy.
That's right. That's the superhero team Joss and I came up with. Muscle Man and Brain Boy.
Yes.
Brain Boy with your brains and my not so brains.
There you go.
Thanks. Hey there.
Last year I got to ask the rest of the cast this question. If you were to come up with an official Firefly drinking game, what would yours be?
Official Firefly drinking game.
Right.
Okay, you'd have to take a drink every time someone said shiny. And every time someone spoke Chinese.
A shot whenever River goes crazy. Whenever she has a little.
And if you really want to get drunk, take a shot every time Wash goes click, click, click. They were making Serenity, the ship, for the movie, and I was taking a little tour. And I was taking a look around, and the guys who built it were there going, "So what do you think?" I said, "Guys, this is amazing. It's still crappy, but it's better. It's better crappy." I said, I sat down in the pilot's chair and I looked up and I said, "I'm going to tell you right now what Alan's going to need. 3 toggle switches right here. Click, click, click." I said, "Done." Alan came in and he went, "Hey, this is nice. This is good. Click, 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 click."
Thank you, Nathan. I didn't know that. Nice. Very nice.
Oh, and then there was the fact that they didn't know how to build Serenity. No one had any blueprints or anything like that. And I had done a little tour around of Firefly at the production office, and I took pictures like crazy. Digital cameras had just come out, and I was click, 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 like a spy. And I took some photos of some kind
In the bathroom. Right? It was in the bathroom. Click, 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 like a spy.
And I took some photos of some sort of drawings and schematics. And I said, "Well, you can have those little photos." They said, "That's great. This is shy of actual blueprints. This is actually pretty great." I forgot that in my garage, I had the actual blueprints.
And now they're in a frame?
I framed them up. They're water damaged because they were in my garage. They're framed up. They're in my wall in my house.
Fantastic.
Right?
When did you remember that after the photos were distributed?
About a week before I got them framed, which would have been about a year ago.
Yeah.
So, like a trap, guys.
This is a painting my sister gave me.
You're re-gifting family gifts.
Yeah.
Your sister's an artist. Does she paint that?
No.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't give it. It's just, I don't know, it was a gift.
Not anymore.
Never found a home. It was always moving around the house.
Hey there.
Hello. What do you like about voice acting that you can't do like when you're regularly acting live?
First of all, who are you dressed as?
Wash.
Oh, I see it.
Nice!
It's great.
Very good, man. That's very good. That's a replica of an actual costume. I have that jumpsuit at home. The green one. Tailored to my old body. All right. What was your question?
Yeah, what's your question?
What do you like about voice acting compared to like regular acting live? Like when you're like doing it live?
You don't have to wear pants.
That's the main thing. But in addition to not wearing pants, because animation is endless, they can do anything. Depending on the movie, you can do anything. And so if you have an idea, and it isn't, they animate to your voice, they animate to your record. So if you have an idea about something, you can throw it in and then later see it used. And so the smallest sound, like we were just doing King Candy, he frumps a lot, so it would be like, oh, hello, Megan. And then you'll see that he gets something caught on a thing and has to, and it was just some weird, I just started throwing in sounds here and there, like things I imagined. I had a whole thing in Frozen that I really wish that they would do, but they said my character couldn't be too funny. I had these two goons with me. Be like, if you find the princess, you'll know what to do. Right? Well, just nod. Well, okay, you tell him then. I just gave him his whole life, these idiot guards, and they're just like, we can't use any of it. But it's fun. Whole imagination.